Hey guys, welcome back once again, and for today's showcase we will be covering a Zabu Wong Deck. Now of course, Mr. Negative on reveal, swap the power and cost of all cards in your deck. Mr. Negative decks are known to be a little bit inconsistent in some case scenarios. Now how do you turn that inconsistency into consistency? And that's where a few number of cards here make that happen, right? That's where you have Wong, Zabu, and Jane Foster being key to the deck. Of course, Zabu enables an early Mr. Negative turn 3, same idea with a Psylocke turn 2, negative turn 3. Zabu also enables an early Wong into Mystique side play, even if you were unable to get the negative at turn 3 or even at turn 4. You could go Zabu turn 2, Wong turn 3, and Mystique turn 4, setting up for different possible combinations with Wong. Now Wong, of course, enables, like I said, different sets of card combinations going into your turn 4, 5, and 6, assuming you were unable to get your negative play at turn 3 or even at turn 4. You could go a Wong Mystique White Tiger, you could go a Wong Black Panther Zola. Now keep in mind, Black Panther can be replaced in the deck for magic in case you really need that extra turn 7. And Jubilee as well can also be replaced by Iron Art, also allowing for the Wong Mystique Iron Art card combination going into turn 5 or turn 6. Now Jane Foster, on the other hand, is a card that is only being played on a as need basis. Of course, Jane Foster, if it was in your deck after being negative, is absolutely terrible and unplayable. It's an 8/5, you can't play it. So Jane Foster is only being played on a as need basis. You play your Jane Foster if it's in your hand and only after a Mr. Negative play. So if I were to have gone with a negative turn 3 or a negative turn 4 and any 2 or 3 of these cards are not in my hand, Random Zola, Iron Man, and Mystique. Now, of course, going in Jane Foster turn 5, I'm pulling out these cards, which eventually turn to 0 cost by Mr. Negative, enables for several card combination plays going into turn 6. Now, of course, you could go Iron Man Mystique, you could go Iron Man Random Zola, basically making your Iron Man in 2 different locations, assuming Mystique was already in your hand and you don't want to go with the Iron Man Mystique if you have something else in mind. You could also go Iron Man into Mystique, then in a different lane you go Black Panther Zola. It is a very straightforward play and one that generally gives a high number of cubes. I'm talking about 8 cube games. A lot of the games here are being showcased with 4 or 8 cube wins. Now, of course, it's not all good with the deck. You have a very huge counter called Arrow. Arrow is only a huge counter if you do not get your negative play. That means if you're going with a side play, a Wong side play, Arrow becomes your biggest problem, because in some case scenarios you will not have priority going into turn 6, and if you've played Wong is a very predictable play, because you know at turn 5 or even at turn 6 your opponent is definitely going to play into Wong's location. So if you do not have priority going into turn 6, expect to be arrowed out of Wong's location at turn 6. Just expect it. You can't expect anything less against specific decks. Like for example, against Thanos deck which runs arrow, expect it. Against a Shuri deck, well, Shuri decks might not even care because they'll just dump you with a 20 power She-Hulk or a 30 power Red Skull. So in those case scenarios, they might not care about it at all. But if they do, expect to be arrowed out of that location. Against a Deathwave deck, you should be expecting to be arrowed out of that location. There's no question about it. Against a Lockjaw deck, expect to be arrowed out of that location. Now keep that in mind, that Wong decks, like I said, are very predictable. So you need to work around that predictability and go with different side plays, especially if you're playing against the decks that I previously stated. Like for example, instead of going Wong Black Panther Zola, Against Shuri decks, I might as well just go Shang-Chi or Zola. It's very unexpected. You don't expect anyone to ever Zola a Shang-Chi that has already been played beforehand. It is an extremely unpredictable play. And that's one I prefer going against Shuri decks. If I'm unable to get my negative play in hand, I have a few number of plays here where I did the Shang-Chi into Zola play, and you'll see how quite unpredictable it is. So you also have another counter, which is Leech. Leech, of course, is a huge counter no matter what, and that's why Thanos decks are annoying to play against. Now let's get straight into the showcase. Thank you.
said, bub. Enough said, bub.
forever!
Victory. Opponent snapped. I am Iron Man. Kneel before the Galactus.
Wakanda forever!
Victory. Opponent snapped.
Wakanda forever! 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 Wakanda forever!
Higher, further, faster, baby.